6, weil morgens hab ich Druck, Digga, Mund bleibt fresh, sind gepusht. Adana, Stand-up ist Special, 1 Gramm 15er, einmal die Fresse.
At no point have I closed my eyes, buddy. I'm looking at the screen. My head goes click. What the fuck is that? Jesus. Blah, blah, blah. You are stupid, Chomo. So I'm gonna point some out again. We already covered this repeatedly. Bed bugs cannot digest my blood. They die within seconds of biting me. Okay, where are the bed bugs coming from? If that apartment is empty, and that apartment is empty, and that apartment is empty, and that apartment has somebody living it once every 3 months, where are the bed bugs coming from? Why are there holes in all my fucking walls to the next fucking apartment? All right, well, how am I getting bit by bugs that cannot survive on my blood? And they know from the smell they can't. So they're being dumped in there, and they're desperate. Putting bed bugs in a jar from your house. You're waiting a couple days, and then you're throwing them somewhere near my house, putting them in a hole in the wall, whatever the fuck you're doing. It's retarded because bed bugs cannot give me any disease, and they cannot eat my blood. It's just a minor irritant. So yeah, 2 years ago when I said, yeah, every time that happens, it makes blood cells explode. It makes me anemic, sort of. You can't build up a cluster of them around because they can't eat my blood, so they can't attack me like they were before. When you kept putting them through the walls and coming in when I went out and shit, and dumping them in here. Oh, okay. So are you fucking done, Chomo? You dumped for like 2 minutes straight off the last video, stupid. You think you're smart. I don't know why you think you're fucking smart. You're waving a pedophile flag, screaming that everybody else is a snitch because they don't like pedophiles. It's my fault they don't like pedophiles or something. That makes no sense. You make no sense, Chomo.
Weil morgens hab ich Druck, Digga, Mund bleibt fresh, yes, Jordan sind gepusht. Adana, Stand-up ist Special, 1 Gramm 15er, halt mal die Fresse. Champions wollen auf Chrom, Champignons auf dem Dom mit Knoblauchsoße. Der echte, ihr wisst doch wie spät ist, der Post klingt so laut, dass man nix damit kennt. So immer wenn ich Geld habe, fällt mir nix ein. Ich stell mir ein Bein, bisschen Wellness, wo sein. Solarium Standard, heute werd ich grau. 1000 € Lederjacke, Leute sollen schauen. Die Sanduhr läuft. Mein Leben zieht vorbei, also kleb ich mir ein. Heute nehm ich mir die Zeit, ja. Doch die Mädels machen Streit, denn mein Handy ist am Arsch. Ich versteh nichts, wenn du schreist. Ich steh auf, brauch 6, weil morgens hab ich Druck. Digga, Mund bleibt fresh, yes, Jordan sind gepusht. Adana, Stand-up ist Special, 1 Gramm 15er, halt mal die Fresse. Champions wollen auf Chrom, Champignons auf dem Dom mit Knoblauchsoße. Der echte, ihr wisst doch wie spät ist, der Post klingt so laut, dass man nix mehr verstehen kann. So immer wenn ich Geld habe, fällt mir nix ein. Ich stell mir ein Bein, bisschen Wellness, wo sein. Solarium Standard, heute werd ich grau. 1000 € Lederjacke, Leute sollen schauen. Die Sanduhr läuft, mein Leben zieht vorbei, also kleb ich mir ein. Heute nehm ich mir die Zeit, ja. Doch die Mädels machen Streit, mein Handy ist am Arsch, ich versteh nichts, wenn du schreist. Einfach so weit. Ey, drück auf Pedal! Einfach so weit.
One
Lass uns spielen, pack die Würfel im Becher.
Fucking kill you.
Respekt, dann stirbst du als Rapper. YouTube, ich kotze, nein, echt jetzt, ich schwöre.
Will kill you with lung cancer, heart disease, emphysema, pregnancy, and they will make you more susceptible to getting infections in your lungs, blood clots, all that shit.
2 in den Charts. Die ganzen Rapper sind Coupons für mein Salat. Hamburg West ist das
Duty
Fest.
free.
Tropfen auf sein Arsch. Wir leben diesen Scheiß. Die Pakete sind verschmeißt. Digga, wenn uns einer testen will, dann regeln wir das gleich. Sehr viele Jungs sind im Knast am Verbissen. Geben sich auf oder lassen sich gehen. Bei uns, ich bin frei und der Pass lässt mich schwimmen. Rund raus, Auto fahren, das ist mein Leben. Einfach so weit vorbei. Zurück auf Pedal! Einfach so weit vorbei.
If it was all weed, there'd be 5 ounces of it. I got nothing for nobody tonight except for that. So you hear me saying they stole my watch, but it wasn't no $50,000 watch, so I called them losers and lames. It ain't no joke. Look, bananas in pajamas, I got banana clips so everybody claim the ear launch. And then I'm coming through like master plan, I give a fuck who you are. I'm clapping at the next one. I don't think you understand.
Doch die Mädels machen Streit, denn mein Handy ist am Arsch, ich versteh nichts, wenn du schreist. Einfach so weit vorbei. Zurück auf Pedal! Einfach so weit lass uns spielen, doch die Würfel im Becher. Schreib noch einen Distrack, dann stirbst du als Rapper. YouTube, ich kotze, nein echt, jetzt ich schwöre. Hip-Hop, Medien und Rap-Redakteure. Oh nein, danke, ich lass euch mal machen. Hört auf zu nerven, ihr macht euch zum Affen.
My name is Chauncey, I'm a fucking gardener. Ramjet, Reeks and Rex and better.
Die ganzen Rapper sind Coupons für mein Salat. Hamburg West ist das Fest. 8 Tropfen auf sein Arsch. Wir leben diesen Scheiß. Die Pakete sind verschmeißt. Digga, wenn uns einer testen will, dann regeln wir das gleich. Sehr viele Jungs sind im Knast am Verbissen. Geben sich auf oder lassen sich gehen. Bei uns, ich bin frei und der Pass lässt mich schwimmen. Rund raus, Auto fahren, das ist mein Leben. Einfach so weit vorbei. Zurück auf Pedal! So
I got the twin tip and I got the king size. I got nothing for anybody. So sorry, but hey, if you're not feeling great, you're just trying to not get worse. Here's about it. Maybe somebody else will chat with you or something. I'll do stupid shit. I don't
Miami hat den Lupe, dieser Pupel und genau wie Locke der Boss. Deine Straße bis tief in die Nacht, bis Montag ist die Sonne gekommen. Kokaina, Flex aus Peru oder Costa Rica. Lilane Scheine in Steuerohrhaft, gebunkert wie Verona Brot. 3 Jahre Knast für den Nachrichten, hätte ich mir damals im Red Rover tot. Tony Sosa, macht doch was ihr wollt, ich bleib sowieso da. Sieg auf dein Trainingsplan, Hundesohn, ich hätte das Ghetto in Form. Der dreist deine Kopfzeit wie Miami, ich hasse den Chateaubriand. Scheiß auf dein Renault Clio, ich hab die Chefposition. Mache mit Despo Millionen, das sollte sich lohnen. Sonst schwimm ich weiterhin gegen den Strom. 68er schwarzer Chevy, täusch meinen Tod vor wie Machiavelli. Der Hamburg macht das Scheiß auf Freddy. 500 Gramm Coke, frag Miami.
An alle meine Brüder hinter Gitters leben. Meinen Aufstieg können sie nicht miterleben. 5 Goldketten um den Hals aller Mr. Deal. Ficker aus dem Ukrainer, direkt aus Costa Rica. Alles rein wie Mona Lisa. Bald bin ich Großverdiener und sie fragen mich, woher kommt das ganze weiße Zeug. Ich sag
The glove don't fit, you must have quit.
2 Kilo Kokainer, direkt aus Costa Rica, alles rein wie Mona Lisa. Bald bin ich Großverdiener und sie fragen mich, woher kommt das ganze weiße Zeug. Ich sag dir nur, mon frère, mach kein Auge bei mir.
It doesn't matter if anything gets on it.
Sitze Mercedes-Benz und bin umgeben von Frauen aller Welle Hadid. Bin tief in den Morgengrauen, Sex im Hotelzimmer ohne ein Präservativ. Gucci Sombrero, Gucci Sombrero. Unter Palmen liegen am Strand von Montego. Trainingsanzug von Manchester United und trag eine Breitlinger Mann. Auf meinem Plasma TV läuft mit Kuckuck von dies aus den 30er Jahren. Cosa Nostra, Cosa Nostra. Rapper heutzutage sind nur Motorblogger. Justin der Pato trägt Gianni Versace wie Tupac Shakur. Meine Ex-Freundin ruft mich jetzt an, denn ich bin auf der Superstar-Spur.
Oh, well, that makes sense then, that the markings are exactly the same size.
Dribbel mich durch so wie Ben Arthur. Die Scheine sind bunt so wie Textmarker. Die russische Hof, der Radfahrer Trippz ist ein Groupie von mir und heißt Svetlana. Tickettöchter von Oligarchen, Geschäfte mit Scheiß aus den Emiraten. Ach, ich nie wieder den Privaten wie Shows, Junkies auf Chemikalien. Direkt aus Costa Rica, alles rein wie Mona Lisa. Bald bin ich Großverdiener und sie fragen mich, woher kommt das ganze weiße Zeug. Ich sag dir nur, mon frère, mach kein Auge bei mir live. 2 Kilo Kokainer, direkt aus Costa Rica, alles rein wie Mona Lisa. Bald bin ich Großverdiener und sie fragen mich, woher kommt das ganze weiße Zeug. Ich sag dir nur, mon frère, mach kein Auge bei mir live.
No, this might not work exactly as I was hoping. Might as well do a freehand at this point, man. What the fuck happened? I don't know what the fuck we are in the track.
Great guys.
No. Jesus Christ, man. Everything got We skipped a track here somewhere. What can you ask for free? Damn it.
Ich fühl mich wie Sinatra, eine Pille Viagra. Heute lass ich die Sau raus, 10 Mille lass ich im Laufhaus. Treff mich Samstagabend in der Vollpension. Die Perle fragt, bist du Miami? Ich sag Post Malone. Okay, los geht's, bitte Bitch, bring mir alles, was du hast.
Sex, weil morgens hab ich Druck, Digga, Boot bleib fresh, yes, Jordan sind gepusht, Adana, Stein, da ist best, yeah. 1 Gramm für 'n Zehner, halt mal die Fresse, chill wie in Korn auf Chrom, Champignons auf dem Dom, mit Knoblauchsoße, wo der echte, ihr wisst auf wie spät, der Boss gibt zu laut, das war nix, man versteht Geld, so immer wenn ich stand habe, fällt mir nix ein, ich stell mir ein Bein, bisschen Wellness, wo sein, Solarium, Standard, heute werd ich braun, 1000 Euro Lederjacke, die Leute sollen schauen, die Uhr läuft, mein Leben zieht vorbei, also kleb ich mir ein, heute nehm ich mir die Zeit, ja. Doch die Mädels machen Streit, mein Handy ist am Arsch, ich versteh nichts, wenn du schreist. Einfach rechts vorbei, Lass uns spielen, auf die Würfel im Becher. Schreib noch ein Distrack, dann stirbst du als Rapper. YouTube, ich kotze, nein echt jetzt, ich schwöre. Hip-Hop, Medien und Rap-Redakteure. Promo, nein danke, ich lass euch mal
Remember, it's not gonna be flat when I put the damn thing on.
Popo, verpiss dich, kein Kommentar. Die Ebbe und die Flut, Platz 2 in den Charts. Die ganzen Rapper sind zu dumm für mein Salat. Hamburg West ist das Vers, nach Kopfen auf dein Arsch. Wir leben diesen Scheiß, die Verkäse sind verschmeißt. Digga, wenn uns einer testen will, dann regeln wir das gleich. Sehr viele Jungs sind im Knast am Verbissen, geben sich auf oder lassen sich gehen. Brot, ich bin frei und der Bass lässt mich schwimmen. Rotkämpf, Autofahren, das ist mein Leben.
We're from the government with no intention to help you. In fact, I'm coming to fucking scalp you. Leave you a fucking negative star Yelp review. I don't think you understand this is not a preview. This is a style that's been rehearsed like we curse. We're pushing the hearse uphill in reverse. Well, I do have a lighter. I just don't like fucking wasting this shit. Oh, because it's only a minute long. It's not pointed enough. That's okay, because with the permanent marker, it'll fade, and then you can correct it slightly.
Miami auf den Loop, ich glaub, ich bin auch genau wie Locke der Boss. Keine Straße bis tief in die Nacht, ich konnte richtig so bekommen. Kokaina, Kokaina, Flex aus Peru oder Costa Rica. Lilane Scheine in Steuerohrhaft, gebunkert wie Verona Brot. 3 Jahre knapp für den Nachricht, der hätte damals im Red Rover tot. Tony Sosa, Tony Sosa, macht doch was ihr wollt, ich bleib sowieso da. Fick auf dein Trainingsplan, Hundesturm, ich hätte das Ghetto in Form. Der 3 Sterne kostet mit Miami, erst in den Chateaubriand. Scheiß auf dein Renault Clio, ich hab die Chefposition. Mache mit Despo Millionen, es sollte sich lohnen. Sonst schwimm ich weiterhin gegen den Strom. 68er schwarzer Chevy, täusche meinen Tod vor wie Machiavelli. Der Hamburg macht das Scheiß auf Freddy. 500 Gramm Coke, frag Miami. An alle meine Brüder hinter Gitter stehen. Meinen Aufstieg können sie nicht miterleben. 5 Goldketten um den Hals aller Mr. Deal. Fick der ist Ukrainer, direkt aus Costa Rica. Alles rein wie Mona Lisa. Bald bin ich Großverdiener und sie fragen mich, woher kommt das ganze weiße Zeug. Ich sag dir nur mon frère, mach kein Auge mehr bei mir leid. 2 Kilo Kokaina, direkt aus Costa Rica. Alles rein wie Mona Lisa. Bald bin ich Großverdiener und sie fragen mich, woher kommt das ganze weiße Zeug. Ich sag dir nur mon frère, mach kein Auge mehr bei mir leid. Sitze Mercedes-Benz und bin umgeben von Frauen aller Welle Hadid. Bis tief in den Morgengrauen, Sex im Hotelzimmer ohne ein Preservativ. Gucci Sombrero, Gucci Sombrero. Unter Palmen liegen auf
Gucci Sombrero.
Trainingsanzug von Manchester United und trag eine Breitlinger Mann. Auf meinem Plasma TV läuft mit Doku und aus den 30er Jahren. Cosa Nostra, Cosa Nostra. Rapper heutzutage sind nur Mutterglocker. Das sind der Patrick Gianni, Versace wie Tupac Shakur. Meine Ex-Freundin ruft mich jetzt an, denn ich bin auf der Superstar-Spur. Rolex, die Nummer 1 auf dem Podest. Meine Jungs schmuggelt dope in den Mopeds. BKA, LKA, sie wissen bei dem Machleben läuft so wie Benzema. Dribbel mich durch so wie Ben Arthur. Die Scheine sind bunt so wie Textmarker. Die russische Ohr auf dem Beifahrersitz ist ein Groupie von mir und heißt Svetlana. Schicke Töchter von Oligarchen, Geschäfte mit Scheiß aus den Emiraten. Ach, ich nie wieder Depri-Phasen wie Schore, Junkies auf Chemiker. Direkt aus Costa Rica, alles rein wie Mona Lisa. Bald bin ich Großverdiener und sie fragen mich, woher kommt das ganze weiße Zeug. Ich sag dir nur mon frère, mach kein Auge bei mir leid. 2 Kilo Kokaina, direkt aus Costa Rica, alles rein wie Mona Lisa. Bald bin ich Großverdiener und sie fragen mich, woher kommt das ganze weiße Zeug. Ich sag dir nur mon frère, mach kein Auge bei mir leid.
Now, the harder symbols on this, I'll be using my right hand, but the problem is the harder symbol. Oh, so. Oh, whatever was playing first half hour, we missed. Oh, well, I can't get it off now. Someone with the railroad signals. Nope.
Este party va para largo hasta el amanecer. Bebiendo champaña hasta enloquecer.
I did locate my other pack of rolling papers, but I'm still missing one. Two, I should have three.
Perdiendo el conocimiento, yo ya estoy loco, tú ya estás loca, tengo todo loco, tú me provocas, el party está loco, todo el mundo loco, yo estoy loco, tú ya estás loca, tengo todo loco, tú me provocas, el party está loco,
lo digo pa' que todos se enteren y mi Yami caer estudiando en la cadera, en niveles, robándonos todas las mujeres con BM, ya tú sabes cómo andamos los toneres, muchos tratan de roncar cuando llegamos, yo los veo, la movie se le baja cuando llega el botelleo, a la cope que venga yo el empleo, te sigo chocando el cuello de latigo, somos dueños, tenemos la plata, robamos tu gata, al que se meta a KR lo mata, estamos latigo fumando la mata, siempre gastando dinero la lata.
La temperatura sube, sacamos la nube, tuve, cante y hago que se desnude. Hazme fuerte, siente el avance, siente el futuro, tú no me alcanzas, preséntate que leña en la casa, nivel de música que nadie pasa. Este party va para largo hasta el amanecer, bebiendo champaña hasta enloquecer. Yo estoy loco, tú ya estás loca, el mundo loco, tú me provocas, el party está loco, todo el mundo loco, yo estoy loco, tú ya estás loca, el mundo loco, tú me provocas, el party está loco, el mundo loco. Tú me conoces, baby, yo soy bien freaky. Dile a tu amiga que hoy ando con Nicky. Bienvenidas al nivel excelso. VIP sin fila, solo es el comienzo, baby. Como bailar y puse a que dentro de te puse. Disfrutar de los placeres que las copas del alcohol producen. Hey, no, baby, somos que parezca fácil de todos los parties. De Puerto Rico bajamos para el baby, que ya lo visto todos los parties, lady. Mayor nivel. DJ, dale play, ponme reggaeton everyday. Este pa' bailar face to face. Cuando suena tu baby, tu cadena se mueve. La ritmo música R. DJ, dale play, ponme reggaeton everyday. Este pa' bailar face to face. Cuando suena tu baby, tu cadena se mueve. La ritmo música R. Bien Croydon. Este party va pa' largo hasta el amanecer. Bebiendo champaña hasta enloquecer. Que bien Croydon, Nicky Jam. Hey, Cali, Colombia. El alcohol le hace bien a tu hormona. No disuelve, cuenta sola. Llegó el momento de hacértelo. Perdiendo el conocimiento. Yo ya estoy loco, tú ya estás loca. Todo el mundo loco, tú me provocas. El party está loco, todo el mundo loco. Yo ya estoy loco, tú ya estás loca. Todo el mundo loco, tú me provocas. El party está loco, todo el mundo loco. Directamente desde Cali, Colombia. En conexión con Puerto Rico, el number one, Kevin Royan, Nicky Jam, yo. Ya tú sabes cómo va,
Kevin Royan, Puerto Rico y Cali, dímelo Juan ya.
Modo Busty, Tommy Juan.
Ya tú sabes cómo va, perreo el duro.
Oh, this is good. Is there a reason I can't look closer than this? Oh, I wonder if I'm going to get a strike for this one. Can't see it. The fuck is wrong with you people? Everybody wants to do things their own way. Well, we let you see the image, you might come back and use the fucking search engine, right? God, you're fucking retarded.
Monate Kokonatina von Schokos mit riesiges Popo. Ich bin high, ich bin hungrig und ich bumst dich auf deinem Grundstück. Wie das Amnesia und ich ziehe bis die Fliege wie ein
Thanks, GoofTube. You're fucking useless.
Mein Block ist verstopft, ganz normal.
How many minutes have I been fucking? I've typed in 2 words, press go, and I cannot look at what it fucking shows me. You guys are fucking geniuses. They made the browser, the operating system, and the search engine. But it's my fault, right? I'm gonna get it exactly right, but it doesn't matter.
Aber hier steht Vermögen fest, wir sind immer noch an nichts, was niemand gefunden ist. Also bitte geht uns aus dem Weg.
Good. Please keep locking. The second I set it down so I can look at it, I need it to lock. Why don't you dial 911 30 times again, stupid, with no SIM card in? Do you know how close you have to be to me to make that happen? Close enough your backup ain't there with you, eh? Everything runs down the drain sooner or later. Just like the Ganges.
Push ein paar Gramm, hol die 100 ran. Treff mich am Center, die Kundin mit Stamm. Alles was du brauchst, Baby, unter der Hand. Ecstasy Party, ram, pam, pam, pam. Sicher komm, du kommst an, bitte sei bitte um dich. Immer noch gegen
From magazine, pornographic, full pictures. I'm gonna do that traffic real quick.
Aber hier steht Vermögen fest. Wir sind immer noch an nichts, was niemand gefunden ist. Also bitte geht uns aus dem Weg. Every day, every day,
Useless, you're fucking useless. Everything you people touch is fucking useless. Fuck, man. Useless. You people are fucking useless.
Ich spark auf den Blitz klar, hau mir nochmal was auf, nur es ist krass, mein Griff stark. Wir gehen in Rauch auf wie Ninjas, sobald ich noch ein Anschlag in ein Dampfbad voll Giftgas. Halabun, was bleibt bei Falschiness? Das verbleibt den Rest für mich, denn ich ist nur erfolgreich meditiert. Antikiper labert zu viel Unsinn, lassen diese Leute dieser Open. Vergiss an die Champions League Konzern, sind so in die Quatschen. Merkst du ein Kipper auf Uhrzeit? Joint so lang wie ein Schlossbein, ein Wortstein. Über mir zieht eine Wolke genau wie mein Schornstein. Ich grinde und zerteile bis alles auf kleine. Scheiß auf die Strecke, bewege mein Sohn, falls es mir rein, bis ich alt bin. Ich räum mir ein Papa mit Auto, da Pappel und Symbina. Und auch ich, und meine Augen sind so eine Runde entspannt. Ich bin durch die Lunge gegangen, wenn ich die Kippe um die dummen Gedanken. Die Scheiße ist sicher gebunkert im Schrank und ich rauche im Monat, was alles kann. Ich bleibe ein Kiffer. Weil ich will, ich bleibe ein Kiffer. Ich bleibe ein Kiffer. Hab ich schon gesagt, was ich will, ich bleibe ein Kiffer. Ein Kiffer, ein Kiffer. Ich bleibe ein Kiffer. Weil ich will, ich bleibe ein Kiffer. Ein Kiffer, ein Kiffer. Ich bleibe ein Kiffer. Ein Kiffertag mit Futtermarkt, meine Augen sind so, ich bin glücklich. Fastfood, süchtig, willst du nicht, dann verpiss dich. Marihuana ist giftig und dein Freund ist schwul, weil er kifft nicht. Meine Bande im Blitzlicht, hast du kein Plan, nein, gibt's nicht. Kiffen und Essen nicht, lass es mir schmecken. Weil mich Alter, du krass wie die Rappen. Fühlt er dich selber als kannst du vergessen. Ich schick deine Mutter auf, das will ich retten. Reste, weil ich brauch für das Beste.
Ich mache Geschäfte, ich hab kein Interesse.
Ich pack mir den einen Joint für dein halbes Leben. Doch ich kann nicht mal die Finger voller Kristalle kleben. Chicks bringen Salat auf mein Fressblech. Gourmet-Kiffer, auf nur Bestes. Nimm das Sauce und mach Lachs drauf. Mische meine auf, nur wenn ich Hasch drauf. Jeder, der mich kennt, weiß, dass du mit mir lieber keine Jet mit Tabak. Als hätte ich vorne zwischen meinem Bauernkohl und Rechner Zimt und Eiskit am Oktober. Das Lied ist zu laut, Mann, ich höre dich nicht. Du mich an, aber stört mich nicht. Ich bin so, wenn du mich gleich triffst. Sag ich auch, wenn du meinst, ich bleib ein Kiffer. Ich bleib ein Kiffer. Ich bleib ein Kiffer. Ich bleib ein Kiffer. Hab ich schon gesagt, was ich will, und ich bleib ein Kiffer. Ein Kiffer, ein Kiffer. Ich bleib ein Kiffer. Was ich will, und ich bleib ein Kiffer. Ein Kiffer, ein Kiffer. Ich bleib ein Kiffer. Was ich will, und ich bleib ein Kiffer.
Chug chug. Well, we don't care, Chomo. Do your thing. Keep pinging the routers, stupid. So the idea is to dump so much bad data. The idea is to dump so much bad data that it's going to stop whatever. The idea is to dump so much bad data that it's going to stop or interfere with whatever I'm trying to do with the machine. So it'll fuck up my inputs. The issue is I'm not giving it any inputs. You're literally publicly masturbating with my fucking network here. Just like you did out front of the fucking building, 9th floor, Chomo. Yes, Chomo admin. I'm not just calling you child molesters because it's an insult. We don't say things as insults. We spit facts. Child molester. Child molester. You're giving him our IP address and whatever he needs to knock the fuck around to this shit. You guys are fucking clowns. You're clowns. So you're attempting to. He keeps going knock knock. Like it's funny because he left a message. I'm not gonna say you're knocking my router because you're not. You haven't damaged it yet. You've brought it to the point of resetting itself and re-downloading its original programming, not off the internet, repeatedly. But you've never taken complete control of it. Oh, just like you haven't hacked my Facebook or this account or anything else, you just keep pretending to. You use words without knowing what the fuck they mean, eh? So you're Hindustani and white South African. Okay, that's your fucking problem, not mine. And you're trying to pretend you can get in with black people better than me when I'm related to them and you have no relation to them. And they already know me and they don't fucking know you, but they can tell you're a pedophile by looking at you. And you overdo this snitch, goof, white rat, snitch, goof, white rat, over and fucking over. Everybody knows you're white, an informant, and a child molester because you keep screaming about it. He's upstairs. There's a whole bunch of concrete between us, but I still think it's a waste of oxygen. Like, I know you think you're making me upset and desperate, and I'm just amazed there could be such a fucking waste of oxygen on the planet. It would be less consuming of oxygen to bun you up once than to let you keep breathing. Like, I don't understand nature's concept here. I really don't. Oh, hold on a second. What am I doing there? What's the matter, Shomo? You hate sound. You stare at every fucking video we make and do everything you can to kill the sound. You got your sound turned up, but you keep reaching out to kill the sound on this end. You don't like it? Go fucking do something else stupid. My job is to be a diversion. You understand? I'm the decoy. You've been waving your pedophile flag on this account for over a year, bro. You threw blood in my face, couldn't figure out why it didn't bother me, then proceeded to continue down the stalking line. That's not where it started. This started around 1989 with this piece of shit. Have you ever known a pedophile to stop pedophiling? Nope. You ever heard an allegation from before the year 2010 that was ever dealt with at that time? Nope. So, they want to pretend somehow I sound, what's the word? Non-credible. Incredible is not quite the word I'm looking for. Incredulous. There you go. There's another one. Let's just tip to make it. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay. Does that fit on here? Oh, no. It should. It doesn't. And we can tune that up later when the ink fades a little. Oh. So white people and Anglophones, if you're white and Anglophone and you see this shit, we don't want to talk to you. We don't want to talk to you. You got this gobbledygook, weird, disgusting noises come out of your mouth. And we have to mimic them to make you fucking go away. And he goes, we're speaking wrong, really? Because you can't understand us conversing amongst ourselves. We're speaking. Oh. Remember, this school board's idea, you go through 7 years plus in French, and then all of a sudden at the age of 12, you're at age 12 English courses with no education on it. I'm not trying hard enough. Oh, okay. Oh, and on top of that, knowing that I'm nearsighted, they kept telling me I had to sit at the back of the class, or I could kneel down in front of everybody. All the kids with good eyes that are sitting at the front can't see around me. I'm too tall. Again, with this racial, yeah, because I'm Dutch. They know I'm Dutch because of the name. And I'm Black Dutch because of the Afro Dutch, I guess I should say, because of what the name transliterates to. But I'm not allowed in African studies. Why? Because I had no interest in trying crack or trying gay. That's what it comes down to. I seen what happened to the kids you put through that. And there were 3 of them. There were 3 of them and then me. So, yeah, they tan. I don't. They're real black, right? You say so. Because the white people said so. Oh, that's interesting. Where'd that go up?
Meine Welt ist kaputt! Kiff, Koks, Alk, Fick, Kiff, Koks, Alk, Fick, Kiff, Koks, Alk, Fick. Meine Welt ist kaputt!
Willkommen hier, wo das kriminelle Zone, Blockjungs voll nach oben.
Entire fucking world's gonna fuck me over for weeks, months, and years.
Fokus, Fokus, Junkies im ganz miesen Modus. Input, Droge, auf die Psychose. Einweisung Klinik, willkommen wird empfohlen. Was musst du übertreiben? Kommt halt davon. Jetzt hat jeder von den Drogen bei den Polster bekommen. So für Blocklife, stellen Sie auf Stockzeit. Hip-Hop mit Aufkreis, die Hardlines Hochzeit. Habibi braucht Dance Hochzeit. Macht den ganzen Bahnhof weit. Mitternacht, Stoßzeit. Ah, Junkies auf Krise. Schnee gegen Bargeld. Komm, wie heißt
So it doesn't even fill up this much, but they're not lining up right.
Das BTM zeigt seine Wirkung. Kiffen, koksen, halten, ficken. Kiffen, koksen, halten, ficken. Kiffen, koksen.
There's 6 of these in this whole box.
Meine Welt ist kaputt. Kiffen, koksen, halten, ficken.
There's a reason some companies get robbed and burned down, eh?
Kiffen, koksen, halten, ficken. Meine Welt ist kaputt. Die Scheißkranke auf die Eis stimmt. Echt drin, ein Kopf ist gewesen. Vielleicht wirst du verrückt. Die gehen in die Streit, weil der Scheiß nicht mehr wirkt. Komm, nimm noch ein Riss. Warte, gleich kommt der Kick. Aber bleib nicht aufstehen. Wenn deine Grenzen wirst auf der Gegenwart. Penner geendet. Ein Röckchen Seele. Wenn sie auf Base sind. Mit Alkohol genug verdrängt deine Zähne. Erst kommt das einmal und danach das Seele. Ein Gunshot ist fast schon zu.
Keep it up, Jomo. Keep it up. Keep dumping, stupid. This for a child molester, this is literally the equivalent of public masturbation. I'm supposed to go, ew, why is he bothering me? Buddy, you're fucking dead already. You got a reprieve till I get my HIV test. So, a year and a half in, we're still waiting. That's okay. That's your only reprieve. You get to kill yourself with meth if you want, just like all your friends out there. They're all dead. They ain't coming back, bro. Even inside the packages, I don't know if you can see that all 5, even inside the packages, there's still an incredible amount of empty space in the box. And this is why we need electric trucks. Because electric trucks can't fucking do the job, period. Not gonna happen. You know what you're thinking of? A diesel electric train. That's what you were thinking of, but you tried to turn it to, I'll do my own way, like Shorty used to, right? You think her body got claimed, stupid? If you didn't claim it, nobody claimed it. So I don't know what the artificial flavor you use is, and I also don't know why you're using caramel color on something that's not caramel colored. That's retarded. So it's just Mondelez International. That's great. You bought a franchise that's failing. It's got secret ingredients, yeah, that we don't want. This is why I can't buy this shit, eh? I can eat about this much of it, and it's garbage. It's pure garbage. Everything else in it. You want me to read it off? Wheat flour, chocolate chips, which contain sugar, unsweetened chocolate, cocoa butter, soy lecithin, natural flavor. Hey, guess what? Sugar is natural flavor. Chocolate is natural flavor. Cocoa butter is natural flavor. Aspartame is natural flavor. Yes, it is. It's in the vanilla. Okay, you could argue, but it's in there. Vegetable oil, doesn't say what kind. You can't say rapeseed, can you? You got to say Canada Ola oil, right? Sugar, which is funny because I thought it just said that sugar, the #1 ingredient in the chocolate chips. Sugar, glucose, fructose, salt, baking soda, ammonium bicarbonate. Ammonium bicarbonate. Whoa, I missed that one. Baking soda, ammonia. I almost thought sodium bicarbonate. It's not. Baking soda, ammonium bicarbonate. I almost missed that one. Artificial flavor and caramel color. Oh, contains wheat and soy. I didn't know that from wheat flour and soy lecithin. You're useful. You're useful. You're very useful. Questions? Nah. Why are you spending so much on the packaging and marketing? Because the kids can't stand this shit. It's garbage. You know why they eat it? They're so deprived of oxygen living in the city, they need stimulants. The smart ones smoke weed. The dumb ones switch to heroin, crack, and alcohol. Because all these idiots out here think huffing and drowning and then choking yourself is somehow getting you high. No, it's not. Don't listen to the adults who do that shit. They all drop dead. And they get a kick when other people copy them and die. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They get a kick trying to keep it up, Chomo. He's trying to make it so I get a strike for encouraging children to hurt themselves, but I already said don't do this. So halfway through the sentence, you're gonna don't. Yeah, this idiot upstairs is fucking reporting every fucking video. Oh, he's trying to teach kids to hurt themselves. What does YouTube do? Cut off the video and tell me how bad a person I am, and you get a warning. I've gotten like 8 of those fucking warnings. All this, you only get 1 warning. Shit's well. We get met here. Watch yourself masturbate, stupid. Wow, you are fucking retarded. Yeah, keep it up, stupid. Keep it up, stupid. So for a child molester, doing the exact same thing over and over and over to your computer, that nonstop stalking, is public masturbation. And yeah, he's up there jerking off right now. We know, because that's what child molesters do. They fantasize about the target they fantasize about the target they've been trying to groom. Keep it up, Chomo. They fantasize about the target they've been trying to groom for 35 years. It makes them go fucking crazy. And then they start acting out like, fight me, fight me. Why would I fight you? Because you watch the same fucking beating people up and rape them thing. Yeah, South Africa. You know why those porn sites aren't up no more? Because everybody learned what South African prison rape gangs are like. So here's how opportunistic they are. Oh, we raped a newborn because we believe raping a virgin will cure HIV. Okay. So what was the other 17 guys in line doing? But how come they all get to make that claim when it makes no logical sense? You deserve to be rotting in a fucking South African jail, stupid. If your girl keeps walking right up to me, huffing and puffing and mumbling, she's going to catch airborne. It's not good. My immune system's strong. I'm an F1 hybrid of 2 hybrid bloodlines that breed true. So that my parents are not F1s. You're inbred on both sides of your bloodline. Yes, you are. Well, I guess you don't look in the mirror too good. Your immune system won't fight at all. No, especially not if you got HIV. Now, you act so cocky, I can only assume you probably don't. Well, I'm assuming nothing. And no, it's not going to stop me from reproducing. A lot of things might. But I know the kid don't get. Right. Children born to HIV positive mothers test negative 6 months later. Unless somebody out there can correct this, that's what public health has been teaching us for 30 fucking years. The school board, everybody. So, YouTube, if you've got your own standard of what medicine is, not Hindustani and not Chinese, you don't know fucking medicine then, first of all. Oh, Chomo, stop. Did I break your fucking brain again? I told you that last week twice, that you're not going to stop us from reproducing. That's your dream. You're going to kill us all off, but you can't identify what we are. Right. You're white and Hindustani, and you turn dark in the sun. Black people don't. So even with my complete lack of pigment, it's not photoresponsive at all. Just about done doing everything I was doing. Ugh. Wow, I say I'm leaving and Chomo gets fucking mad. Wow. I feel special now. Chomo's mad that I said I was done and I'm leaving. Wow. That's interesting. That is so interesting. Chomo gets mad when I'm not online. Spends all day doing this and gets mad when I'm not online. Well, stupid. I didn't invent winter. I didn't decide to settle in Canada. Wow, you gotta see this. It's flashed 200 fucking times. You see what this idiot's doing? He's trying to override and flood the GPU, basically. Wow, you're so interesting, Chomo. Wow, you're fucking pathetic, Chomo. Do you know what script you're trying to run? Do you know what script you're trying to run? You've tried to stop my inputs 4 different times now, 4 different tacks you've used in the last 2 minutes. I haven't given it any of those inputs. I'm watching the screen. It's arguing with you, basically. You're trying to force it to do something it won't do. All you're doing is slowing it down. You're not slowing it down. How do I phrase this? All you're doing is dumping so, yep. Every time I start to talk, I want it to freeze. Yeah. How come it's responding to what I do, you dumbass? Every time I'm you, it responds. Think about that, stupid. You think you got a pass from the police? The local police don't investigate this shit. You see this shit? I can't aim the... Not because of you, dumbass. I can't aim it because the flash message is in the middle. Yeah, keep dumping. Yeah, you're so creative, Chomo. For a pedophile and a sex offender, you're really making me reevaluate. The sex offenders must have something useful to contribute. All right? Are you fucking done, stupid? You see the red flashing? So when you see it flash once, it's actually flashing 10 or 20 times. It's going... Brrr. Do you understand what's happening here? You're trying to force bad code down the line and the machine's rejecting it. You can't slow it down. You can only... It takes a second for it to make the decision to ignore the data. That's all that's happening. So system UI isn't responding now. No matter what I do, it's going to try to click close app. I got news for you. If you click close app, nothing happens. It's not a real flash message. System UI isn't responding. Isn't even a possibility. It's not how it works. This wasn't, oh no, my whole system cracked. No, it didn't. Now, how come every time you do this, I end up with this picture of this whatever androgynous and keep it up. Androgynous, ambiguous, underage person exposing themselves on my screen. That's what it looks like to me. I don't like it being included on my OS here. Well, every time you start this, it resets back to that picture. I don't know why there's a picture on the one corner of the fucking desktop here. I didn't select any of this shit. What's wrong, Chomo? You're getting very upset. So 9 minutes ago, I hit the button here. Look. Well, you're so smart. You figure it out. I've told you the answer over and over. I told you the Army built this shit for us based on the information they got from us. This box here. So the computers we were trained on were like $5,000 fucking dollars a piece. That is $55 fucking dollars. You're not hurting us, stupid. I think I just saved the button click too. I can reach right through this broken side of the screen, yeah. You see the desktop on one side, the home screen, whatever, on one side, and the can't call it a home screen. There's a circle here. Do you know what the symbol for house is in ASL? When Google figured that out, they changed it. Now it's a round circle, just like you keep showing my mouth. There's a round circle in these edited pictures you show me.
Oh,
so much for that. Yeah, keep trying to block what I'm doing when you don't know what I'm doing.
Sie wollte nur Kamali. Wie man sagt, du, sie spielen gute Miene. Sie fragt mich, du reicht die Arme. Man sagte mir was, man sagte mir nichts. Man sagte, entspann dich mal nach dem Menüs. Mach mal den Cash, was für Musik. Hätte ich drauf gesetzt, wäre alt. Lass dich dir drum, besser sag nichts. Nein, 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 drum, besser sag nichts. Nein, 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 besser sag nichts. Man sagte mir was, man sagte mir nichts. Man sagte, entspann dich mal nach dem Menüs. Mach mal den Cash, was für Musik. Hätte ich drauf gesetzt, wäre halt das nicht hier drum, besser sag nichts. Nein, 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 drum, besser sag nichts. Nein, nein, besser sag nichts.
So I did that because I knew it would drive Chomo up the fucking wall. Yeah, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, because he thinks I need to drag up that bar to refresh the radio. He keeps breaking. What do I mean it keeps breaking? They keep clearing out the cache data and somehow putting in their own data, and the OS, the program won't respond. The IOS, input output, the BIOS or whatever, IOS, which has nothing to do with Apple. But I don't need that. I'll show you. You've now been at this 15 minutes straight trying to stop me from putting on the radio. That's how fucking pathetic you are. What's happening right now? The radio's playing. Wow, you're fucking pathetic, Chomo. He's trying so hard. So that red band, that red outline is yeah, keep it up, Chomo. Every time I look towards the screen, oh, he approves. I don't give a fuck. Chomo approves. So the red, keep it up. The red border, keep it up. Yeah, we know. I just pointed out you would do that because I turned the camera away. This is how child molesters are. You forgot something, stupid. No, you're not understanding. The reason this part of the screen popped back out was because I opened up a different app. Where is it, stupid? You didn't break nothing. It's just not drawing the display correctly. Oh, now it works. Interesting. You're such a good hacker that if I just keep doing it over and over, you're such a good hacker.
Sherry's left behind by Mr. Yarbaugh's list.
All I have to do is keep pressing over and over. So 4:54 I started. It's been 17 minutes you've been playing with yourself on our network.
Information I got none. This brought me right smack up to a point I didn't want to have to reach. The point of contacting Mr. Yarbaugh in person. At 8:30 that night, I took a plan on Yarbo's house on Lombard Street. At 11:30, I saw the lights go out, as did Yarbo. He was a little guy, stooped over like he was looking for cigarette butts on the sidewalk, needing a haircut, and true to type, wearing a long black overcoat. But worst of all was the little satchel he was carrying. Items like this always set off a chain reaction in my imagination, and I could just see him on his way to atomizing the Oakland Bay Bridge, thus causing the biggest automobile accident in history. I very cleverly forced my way into the house by breaking a first-floor window, reaching in and opening same. The cyclops eye of my flashlight started picking up information on the subject of Mr. Yarbo immediately. The room I had entered looked like the Hobby Lobby of an English bobby, a crime museum if I ever saw one. On one wall, a gun case. On another, a crime library. And scattered around the room, a grisly collection, ranging from blood-stained hatchets to shrunken heads. But the most surprising criminal curio of all stood right behind me. Mr. Yarbo, complete with little black bags.
Well, I must say the current second storyman gets it well, but I must also say you, my man, must have the old horses of the ox turning in their graves. For you, young man, are a heavy-fingered bungler. Let's have a
When
better
did you
look at
stop?
you. Now, that
You made it
flashlight
so they're
on
not
that
playing
box
X
you
-1, really? You made that happen?
What are you doing? You're not even pointing a gun at me.
Don't
Wow.
feel too comfortable. You are well
I
covered
guess
from
if I
many
was
points.
still
A step
5,
from you in
I'd
any
still point out how
direction may
fucking
detonate any number
stupid
of
you are.
explosive devices.
You can't even groom children correctly. That's how fucking stupid you are.
Planning to crawl in the White House.
You get mad and violent and they aren't responding to what you're telling them they're supposed to do because some cop told you that's how it works.
You were in a racket, my little friend. My pastime is a science. Yes, I take it you are impressed with my collection.
Who wouldn't be?
Well, if you're interested, come here.
About those booby traps.
Oh, yes. Note well the design in the rug. The large roses. Avoid stepping on them for the time being.
Oh, great. And I was in here stumbling around in the dark.
May your good luck continue. But look here in this case, the small vial on the right. That is purloined for me to order from the famous Black Museum in Scotland Yard. That little vial once rested in the case of the fabulous murderer, Dr. Trippz. And there, beside it, that lock of hair, that is from the head of the second victim of the noted mass murder, Neil Creed. And up there, look up there, the hanging noose over the mantel. From that one swung the body of the notorious Western bagwoman, Fanny Turner.
Oh, how's chances for running this place for Halloween?
Well, all right then, since you no longer seem interested in playing the part of a bungling burglar, then I assume that I am also free to discontinue my pose as a victim of your disguise, Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Oh? Looks like the chips are down and on the fish.
Yes, and there are a lot of other fish in your sea, Mr. Dollar. Poison eels, that's what you are, the lot of you. Parasites, gambling on debt, and then not paid when you lose.
Listen, Mr. Yarbo, you're placing a big hunk of blame where it doesn't belong. You're confused about this.
Confused?
Yes. When your wife's insurance premium was overdue, you were allowed a 30-day period of grace. And when that went by, the policy was canceled. Now, that's not the insurance company's fault. It was your fault.
But it wasn't. I gave her the money. She spent it on herself. I just made it up. I told them so after she died. I told them, but they wouldn't listen. I'll show you. I'll show you.
This is what Ninth Floor Chomo was like.
Yarbo looked
You're
like
going to prove he's not wrong, thinking pedophiles are great, amazing people. And somehow the police are treating it, oh, if you tell a pedophile to leave you alone, that's a hate crime.
It hadn't exploded yet, but that was one flower I wasn't standing around waiting to see bloom. It took a lot of nerve picking up a telephone in that room. But I finally got a good hold on my nerves and a fair hold on an imitation of Yarbo's voice. Took one deep breath and picked up the phone. Yes?
Hello, James. It's Martha. I'm at the office. I have good news. 2 more. Mr. and Mrs. Granville Morse, killed tonight on the Great Highway, 2 miles south of Seal Rock. 8:45 tonight. Ran to a post, both killed. Insured for a total of $80,000. I gotta go now. Goodbye, Jake.
Well, congratulations, Brother Yarbo. 2 more at 8:45 tonight. And who's your new alibi? Me.
The police know for 2.5 years I've been cleaning up the garbage with her.
In
Those cops
just a
are
moment, we'll
useless.
return to the second act of Johnny Dollar. But first, did you ever think of "and" as a comedy word? Maybe not, but you'll get a full demonstration on CBS this Wednesday night. There'll be Groucho Marx and his guest on that hilarious quiz, You Bet Your Life. Or it's the guests who sometimes floor Groucho with their wisecracks. There'll be Bing Crosby in his regular Wednesday night CBS show, and his special guest, Bob Hope. There'll be George Burns and Gracie Allen and Bill Goodwin. And becomes more filled with comedy.
They're
when you
all
tell Lauren
fucking
Byrne that
dead like
Love and
you,
Abner will
Chomo.
have their premiere as Wednesday night regulars on most of these same CBS stations. Yes, this fall you hear them all on C
All your
and B
friends are dead.
and S.
All your friends are dead.
Now, with our star Charles Russell, we return to the second act of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Yarbo might have been lying unconscious on the floor, but in that setting, I was still afraid of him. I'd have looked the place over with a fine tooth comb, only having none, I used my hands. I put the pat chest to Yarbo's pocket for a gun. He was unloaded. Then turned my attention to the little black bag he'd been carrying when I saw him leave the house, and which he still had with him when he returned. I hoped it wasn't booby-trapped. Opened it and discovered that it was a trap, the type my kind of booby stepped into. Inside the bag was a small radio receiver tuned to something I looked for and found in the room. A small radio transmitter of the type formerly used in army tanks. Through this, Yarbo had heard me enter his little museum of murder and had returned to catch me in the act of prowling the premises. About then, I caught him in the act of coming through. Well, welcome home, Yarbo. Time to get up. I just had a long chat on the phone with Martha. She thought I was you.
You think you're very clever, don't you? Martha knows my voice. If she talked to you at all, she didn't tell you anything. Of that I am sure, so save your breath. There is no use your telling me she gave you any information.
Oh, no, you got me wrong, pal. I only told you Martha called to let you know I know there is a Martha. I figured it might make you nervous, and nervous men are easy to beat.
Other nervous men may be easy to beat, Dollar, but not James Yarbo. The police have tried and they couldn't prove a thing against me. Now, may I have your permission to get up?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe the police haven't been able to get anything on you, but I have something. Attempted
That
murder.
little speck
The
right there.
hatchet you went for.
Right there. That little speck. Barely I've been walking around with a splinter in the side of my hand for hours.
Mine, Dollar. I wasn't reaching for that hatchet on the table. I was trying to show you something in the table drawer. There it is, spilled out on the floor. My wife's insurance policy. The one your unscrupulous thieving superiors refused to pay. The vampire.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
look
slipped
at
right
it.
out.
All in order. Much of it in fine print. Fine, just fine.
Okay, Yarbo, that did it. Come on, ahead of me.
Where are we going?
Find some place to lock you up. I was trying to
None of
stop
the
you until I
plates.
do. I'm at least going to try and slow you down. Now move. Linen closet. No room here. Come on. Bathroom. A window. Yeah, that'll do. Go on, get in there.
No, not in here. Anywhere but in here.
It's a good place. You may get thirsty.
No, this is where my wife died. Not in here, no.
Which on the surface may seem to have been a move on the cruel side. But Yarbo was a man obviously off his rocker, and I needed him more nervous than I already had him. Too nervous to attempt killing any more people. Expense account item 5, a nickel. Phone call. Downtown office, state police. Mr. and Mrs. Granville Morris had indeed crashed to their death on the great highway south of Seal Rock at 8:45, which made the lady with the early telephone news flash Martha, a gal with whom I wanted an early date. Come on, answer the phone.
Hello?
Hello?
What is it?
Hello, Mr. Coach. This is Dollar.
Oh, yes, Dollar. What do you want?
Well, first I want to tell you that you just lost 2 more policy holders. List price, $80,000.
Oh, good Lord. This is terrible. Oh, how? What?
Never mind that. I've also got something else on the good side. I need your help tonight.
Of course. Anything. What can I do?
Meet me at your office. You and I are going to go looking for a dame named Martha.
Martha? Martha who?
I don't know, but I hope she works for you.
I'll be there in a half hour.
Make that 20 minutes and you'll be 10 minutes closer to happy days. The office personnel records of the West Coast underwriters turned up not 1, but 3 employees named Martha, which gave me 3 choices as to who had been supplying Yarbo with a list of West Coast insurance policy holders. Finding the exact Martha was even easier. On the phone, she had told me that she was calling from the office, and the night elevator operator's in and out book showed the signature of one Martha Kinsey. And I just couldn't wait to hear her report.
Elevator logbook, really? Wow.
I've got a message from Mr. Yarbo.
Just a minute. Message from James. Oh, what does he want?
Well, what he really wants is to get out of the bathroom. That's where I've got him locked up.
Who are you?
You ought to know who I am. I assume you're the one that told Yarbo he could be expecting a call from an insurance investigator named Dollar.
It's branching like crazy.
Well, that's me.
Well, I don't care. James told me girls give out lists of names all the time, sell them for mailing lists, 10 cents apiece. May not be ethical, but it's not against the law. James told me, and I believe James. Oh, he's the smartest man I ever knew.
He may be the smartest, but he's right in line to be numbered among the deadest. One of these fine mornings, the state is going to give him a cyanide egg for breakfast.
What do you mean?
You should know. Murder, execution, gas chamber.
Well, you can't prove a thing. James told me so, and he knows. But he's smart.
I hope he's not smart enough to pick a lock with a bath mat. Now, come on, sit down. You and I are going to have a nice, long talk.
We are not. I won't say a thing. I don't have to, unless you have a warrant, an indictment, and a court reporter. James told me so.
Yeah, I know. He's smart. But no matter what he tells you, you're going to tell me a few things.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are. So, I was wrong. Martha didn't tell me anything. But her stubborn attitude did. She was in love with Mr. Yarbo, a stupid, middle-aged woman having her last fling at romance, doing her best to keep her last chance alive in the person of the man who had made her his partner in crime. As crazy as it was, this grotesque pair of lovebirds created the only real emotion in the case to date, and switched my thoughts from the widely scattered deaths which had brought me into the case, and over to the single death of Yarbo's wife. Enclosed, find a transcript of statement made to me at 2 o'clock in the morning by the doctor who signed Mrs. Yarbo's death certificate.
Cause of death, cerebral hemorrhage, result of severe fracture of skull, region medulla oblongata. Contributing factors, woman bathing in bathtub at home, slipped and fell, striking head on shower spigot. Coroner's finding death due to misadventure, accidental.
It took the doctor 2 minutes to get around to making that statement. I figured it would take Martha at least 30 minutes to get her hair out of her curlers and make herself presentable enough to risk being seen on the street. That left me 28 minutes to get back to Yarbo's house before she did, and I didn't need half that long. In the cab on my way over, I took inventory. 1, to date, Yarbo's alibis covering him on all the so-called revenge murders had been perfect. Too perfect. 2nd, when I first faced Yarbo, he screamed about his wife's death, not in the light of having lost his lady love, but in the light of having lost her insurance money. Just as my third most important conclusion came upon me, the taxi came upon our destination, and I had to go to work. Once inside the little horror house on Lombard Street, I got set for a long search. But it turned out to be a short one, and it proved two things. Yarbo was not only a murderer, he was as crazy as he'd acted, and having kept the evidence around. Okay, Yarbo, come on out.
Well, I hope you have enjoyed your waste of time, Mr. Dollar, as I enjoyed my time for meditation. You saw Martha, I suppose?
Yes, I saw Martha. Bless her silent little soul.
Yes, I was sure of Martha. She believed in me.
You can say that again. Come on out here.
Mr. Dollar, I suppose you are aware that this is the second time tonight you have been guilty of breaking and entering. I am, however, willing to forgive that should you come to your senses and decide to go back to Hartford and leave me alone.
Mister, when we're done kicking down your door, you're getting pistol whipped for sure.
Mind treading on the roses in the rug, Mr. Dollar?
Sorry, Yarbo. I fell for that gag earlier tonight.
People who smile at that joke give me the laugh.
Now, look, Yarbo, I know exactly what you've been up to, and I know why you've done it. But your little war of nerves has got to stop.
It will never stop. No one can prove anything against me.
I can. I can prove that you haven't done a thing to bring about those accidental deaths you've been taking credit for. Martha has sat down at insurance office and notified you every time there's been an accidental death of a policyholder in this part of the country. And you've written the company
Studio
letters and
time,
gotten
the
your little
cost of the
kicks out of it,
tapes,
right?
everything was so expensive. If it was a minor slip, they let it go.
You have to prove
75, 80 years later.
Don't worry, chum. I'm not going to waste a breath
What's
proving murders
this
that
one,
you didn't
Edmund
commit.
Bailey?
But, brother, I'm really going to go to town on the one that you did. Your wife, Mr. Yarbo.
That is the most ridiculous statement you have yet made, young man. Look around you. Take note. I have profited by all the mistakes made by the original owners of these bloody souvenirs from Dr. Trippz on down. You see in me the living composite of them all. And I intend to stay that way. Alive.
I'm afraid you will, but it's going to be inside an upholstered room. And this is what will put you there. Yeah, Mr. Yarbo, you carried your little hobby of crime souvenirs too far when you saved this hunk of pipe and the faucet with which you clubbed your wife to death.
She slipped and fell. She was in the tub.
I'm sure the police microscopes can give you a strong argument on that one. Now, come on. And let's make it easy on each other, shall we?
No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Let go.
Whoa.
Let go. You have to prove it. What you don't help me, Martha. Help me. Anything will stop me.
I'd have bet on myself against the two of them if I didn't have to fight while playing hopscotch over those roses in the carpet, about which I still wasn't quite sure. It was touch and go. Martha would try to touch the back of my head with something, and I'd go.
Do something, Martha. Do something. I'll fix him.
Something Martha tried to do was pick up a heavy-based urn and aim it at me. She missed. It started to roll across the rosy carpet. When Yarbo saw where it was headed, he wrenched himself loose and dove through it. I drove the other way. He got there just too late. I didn't have to look twice to know he was dead. Fate had called James Yarbo up on his own carpet. When Martha threw that urn at me, it had rolled straight for the only rose in the rug that had been booby-trapped. Which only goes to prove that sometimes a rose by any other name can be anything but sweet. Expense account, item 6, $1.40. 3-month subscription, Love Life magazine. Sent to accessory to murder, Martha Kinsey, Tehachapi State Prison. I figured 3 months was about all she had. The judges and juries in California being rather efficient that way. Expense account, item 7, $6. Dinner and diving for pearls in a barrel of Blue Points at Fisherman's Wharf. Diving for Pearl's earring, which she lost while bending over the barrel trying to see what oysters look like. Item 8, $176.87. Airfare, San Francisco to Hartford. Expense account total, $942.08. Not including defense lawyer fees if you decide to sue me for not being able to add correctly. Signed, yours, truly, Johnny Dollar. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Gordon T. Hughes and stars Charles Russell. Script by Paul Dudley and Gil Dow. Featured in the cast were Jay Novello, Martha Wentworth, Paul DeBose, Gigi Pearson, and Larry Dodkin. The special music is written and conducted by Wilbur Hatch.
Special music.
Be sure to be with us at the same time next week when another unusual expense account is handed in by yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Everyone is concerned about world affairs these days. If we want world peace, we'll have to have national peace first. In order to keep America's strength and prestige, in order to preserve her freedom, we must do away with group prejudice. Let's stop judging people by the color of their skin or the place where they worship, and start considering them for what they do. We'll be sure to have a happier world.
Mutual.
Stay tuned now for Von Monroe and his caravan, following immediately on most of these CBS.
A German name. Did you catch that? Do you know how many old men went, ah, damn it, when they heard that last line?
CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Oh, this is Columbia. Which one's mutual?
You're listening to Chin Radio AM 1540, the voice of multicultural Toronto, bringing you the latest updates on COVID-19. Stay informed, stay safe, and stay tuned to Chin Radio AM 1540.
Three scoops in there.
The story you are about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent. Fatima.
Afro beat. Don't be a fucking retard. Waving the pedophile flag. That's a great way to live a long time, stupid. Keep it up. Keep it up, buddy. We don't even need to fucking buy software to know what's happening. One flashing light tells us exactly Wagwan. You really don't believe they built those computers based on studies they did on us, eh? You really don't believe that, eh? See, Chomo's problem is he's tried grooming so many, ninth floor Chomo's problem is he's tried grooming so many kids over the last 35 fucking years or whatever. He doesn't remember what he said to which kid. Well, I pressed it 30 times, I'm pretty sure. Let's start to work now. Brah. Yo, I'm black and white, yo. She got her finger busted and you got your leg broken. She dead. What do you think you're still here for, bro? All your friends are neo-Nazis and apartheidists, bro. Yeah. Keep it up. Pause play.
Wieder viel zu sexuell. Das Leben ist verputzt, das Leben schnell. Deshalb liebe ich den Moment, bis in mein Grab. Ist mir egal.
I'm still not giving it any input. I know I'm supposed to think, oh, it's freezing up, but right when I'm trying to use it, I'm not doing anything here. You're trying to guess. 4 seconds and past. You're trying to guess 4 seconds in the past, but I'm going to do 8 seconds in the future. That's how fucking stupid you are. Yeah, 1 click. All that up and down and all this shit for 1 click. You're a genius, bro. You're a fucking genius. You have to target shit in a certain way or it just won't work. Like he's got to go after the port that SoundCloud listens on in order to delay SoundCloud like that. He has to mess with the internet radio port in order to mess with internet radio. Right. He's guessing what I'm attempting to do. This is a Dell mouse. The Apple Pro mouse, of course, has got problems. It's got 6 fucking microprocessors in it. You can see them through the clear case. Yeah, that's easy to run the drunk Apple Pro mouse script on, stupid. For some reason, you can't seem to do it. Every time I reach for it, you start trying to run that script, and I wait 2 seconds, and it starts working again. See, as I count to 8, all of a sudden, it unfreezes again, eh? Now he's switched to trying to dummy internet radio that I'm not using, and SoundCloud is picked right up. Fucking retard. You're not a hacker. You're attempting to lure kids with computers that those kids invented. And on top of that, I'm not a kid, bro. It's been 35 years. Get the fuck over it. 1001 Queen Street is where you belong, but you can't afford those condo prices, can you? There's a reason there was a brick wall around that shit, eh? Oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm talking about. 999 Queen Street West. You're gonna play games with that. 66 upside down, man. You're a fucking idiot. You think you're smart, as all pedophiles think they're smarter than average. all sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissists, sex offenders, rapists, child molesters all believe they're smarter than everybody. But you want to know what the fact is? Statistically, they're less intelligent than everybody. They tend to score like 72, 81 on the IQ test. Oh, yeah, that's bad. You think you're smart. Oh, the doctor rigged the test to make me look bad. You won't beat off the COVID I got, buddy. Walk in the wind, pussy. And all you white people that call the cops when I tell you you just got COVID, you're fucking stupid.
Okay, los geht's, bitte Bitch, bring mir alles, was du hast. Ich hab keine Zeit für Schuss. Und diese Bitch sagt mir, komm doch zu mir. Yeah. Es ist Samstagabend, ich habe Hass im Magen. Das sind Tanzballaden, Baby, komm, ich lass dich blasen. Es ist Samstagabend, ich habe Hass im Magen. Das sind Tanzballaden, Baby, komm.
Remember the houses that got burned down back on Queen Street back then, stupid? Your buddies, right? Your buddies, right? Nobody make it rain when I don't want it to rain. I rain. We need to regulate our success measured in duct tapes and grapes and three tapes to make sure it's 60 degrees. I don't give a fuck about this, listen, all gonna die. Why too goddamn
Uhr läuft, mein Leben zieht vorbei, also kleb ich mir ein, heute nehme ich mir die Zeit, ja. Doch die Mädels machen Streit, denn mein Handy ist am Arsch, ich versteh nichts, wenn du schreist. Drück auf Pedal!
So in Germany, you're mad. You are so mad. You think I'm trying to look at me, just like you do. I'll fuck with him. It doesn't bother me. I'm just stopping speaking until the camera starts working again because there's no way to know if it's working. So, I don't know why this makes you mad. Germany, if you get medical marijuana, they just go to the pharmacy and get it. Where does it come from? Well, the legal producers here don't know how to grow unless they use illegal pesticides that produce hydrogen cyanide when heated. So they buy. Chomo's getting mad. I've watched you snitch on weed dealers. I don't see why you have a problem with me explaining something that's perfectly over the table. So the licensed producers purchase off the black market truckloads. And then they pretend they grew it. And then a Brinks truck or Garda World or what G4 Security or whatever backs up to the licensed producer. They put it on an armored truck. The armored truck takes it to Pearson. Pearson puts it on an airplane. The airplane lands in Germany, and from there, I don't know how secure and insecure it is, but there it's just like aspirin, Tylenol. Like the concept of stealing is retarded. The concept of stealing is retarded. It's like stealing insulin. Why would you do that? And then it goes to the pharmacies in Germany. And so these guys are smoking it. Yeah, it took me 4.5 fucking minutes to explain that because Chomo keeps dumping on our router. Wow. Why? Because Chomo admin at YouTube keeps fucking giving him our IP address. He's getting a text message instantly with our IP address. Then how is he dumping on our router by the time the timestamp says 3 seconds, Doc? Right. You've got no self-control. Oh, how do I know? How do I know? Well, because this didn't used to happen, stupid. It's that obvious. How many times have you tried to pretend a kid seduced you or the kid lied and some Chomo cop let you get away with it? How many white cops did you tell you were black or mulatto or whatever? You're not mulatto. Well, one half is white and the other half is white. Hindustanis are white. Yeah, you can call them Asian or brown all you want. Well, the British ran that shit for a long fucking time, and they all think like British white people. Yes, they do. Every last one of you does. So, well, when you come here, you sure as fuck act like it. So, well, 300,000 temporary foreign workers, 300,000 Canadians on employment insurance on a normal day. All right.
So spät, doch die Würfel im Becher. Schreib doch ein Distrack, dann stirbst du als Rapper. YouTube, ich kotze, nein echt jetzt, ich schwöre. Hip-Hop, Medien und Rap-Redakteure. Oh nein, danke, ich lass euch mal machen. Hört auf zu nerven, ihr macht euch zum Affen. Verpisst